Look, to be frank, the more I have researched a lot of the stuff, the more I've read about the creation of the Constitution, about the early federal government, about the founding fathers, the more I have started to become pretty disillusioned and annoyed with Thomas Jefferson. The most common charge is the whole hypocrisy over slavery thing, that he wrote the Declaration of Independence, he espoused these ideas of all men are created equal, and he wasn't even principled enough about it to let his slaves go when he died, which that's a very obvious, piece of hypocrisy that I think it's difficult to reconcile with all the things that he said that he believed in. But it's not just that. It's the fact that he was kind of a conniving little bitch during his time as a political actor in many capacities. As Secretary of State, what that looked like was disagreeing with a lot of the policies pursued by the Washington administration and saying so sometimes directly, sometimes indirectly. But then Jefferson mostly attacked the Washington administration through an intermediary, most notably Philip Freneau, who was a translator in the State Department. So he was on the government payroll. At the same time he was allegedly a translator for the State Department, he was also publishing this newspaper, the National Gazette, that was trashing everything the Washington administration was doing. You get that? So Jefferson was, on the one hand, acting as Secretary of State for the Washington administration and being very flattering and kind to Washington and saying he disagreed and so forth and clashing pretty openly with Hamilton. But at the same time, he was trashing almost everything the Washington administration did, calling Washington himself a monarchist and all of the people in the Washington administration monarchists, and Hamilton is somebody who wanted to destroy republicanism in general in the country, like a Republican form of government. That kind of thing doesn't sit well with me.